Hello everyone, this is Vinay here from Learn Coding with Vinay, and we are into the video number 11th of our series where we are building movie rating application from scratch using ASP.NET Core MVC, Dapper Micro RM, and ChatGPT as our coding assistant. In this video, we are going to look into create content functionality. Right now, create content functionality would be a little complex and lengthy, so I have divided into this part into two. In this video we will just create the create get method of the content, and we will try to cover the UI part and try to submit it to the create post method, but we however will not be doing any database operation in this video. We'll just see if everything filled up on the form is getting posted well or not, right? So let's begin. So I have logged in using uh, help desk login. Let me do it again. I think it has expired, so let me do this again. Right, okay. So now if I go to content, if I go to add new content, so we will be over here, new content, right? So I just did this in the background. I added, let me tell you what I did quickly. So in the index page, I just hooked the add new content button with the create action, right? I created the blank create get method, and I also created the blank create razor view. Right? So here it is the blank method, and here is the blank razor view. Right. Okay. Now next, and also, yeah, nothing else. Right. So let's dive into the prompt now. Right. Let me bring the prompt. This will be a little lengthy prompt. Well, I'll read out for you. Right. So let me quickly. Yeah. So let me, walk you through the prompt. This. So here I am reminding ChatGPT that we have this content entity, right? We have this many columns, and for each column, what we will be doing. For example, ID. I am saying that for create ID may not be required, but once the record is created, we will need this ID to put down data in child tables or foreign key tables, because we do have content language and content cast tables, right? So when the content is created, we will be entering everything in one go, right? Then content name, I am saying it should be text box, string. Content type ID, it should be drop down number. Industry ID, it should be drop down number. Genre ID, it should be drop down a number. Short description, it should be string with multi multi-line text box, 4 rows, right? So why I'm doing this, actually we can avoid doing this, but I just want to get best out of chat gpt, and we will try to copy paste whatever chat gpt gives us. So if we don't instruct it well, there are good chances that it misses many things, right? Similar way, I have specified other columns, right? Then I am also reminding it that we do have foreign key tables, content language, where we have id, content id, language, last updated by and last updated on, and we have many to many relationship between content language and content, because one movie can be in released in multiple languages, right? And same at the same time, one language can also be, you know one language can have multiple movies, right? Similar stand with the content cast as well, right? So that's what I did. So you can pause the video and read out the entire content prompt. And last, I am reminding it that let's just concentrate on the design part. Let's just have the create get method in place and necessary razor view. On submit, the entire model data should be submitted to the post method. We don't need to do anything in create post method now. We will just see if the data is getting posted or not, right? Please guide step by step here with base coding guidelines and security practices. Please create required view model methods. We require methods to bring drop down data. That's also I am instructing, right? We already have the controller content controller, because we already have index method over there, so I'm just instructing it. This is what we have. So let's copy this and paste it on the chat gpt. It's taking time. Let's say because it's a longer prompt, maybe. Yeah, okay. So let me push this and wait for ChatGPT's response. Okay. So ChatGPT has generated the response. Let's quickly go through it. So it has created VM for language. Okay. Content cast. Okay. This is good. Create content create VM. Okay. Let's say one by one. This is integer. Okay. String. Okay. This is okay. 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 This look good. I from file. Okay. Poster file upload. Okay. This it has taken as GUID. So this is something we will make it integer, but we'll let it inform. Otherwise, it will give us next code considering this only. Right. So one correction is over here. Right. Then this is okay. Then interface might come from separate repository, but for now we can create them. Okay. Okay. Let's move ahead. So one improvement over here also, it has given us the plain query. We can use for a better practice. We should always use stored procedures, right? So we'll inform this also, and then create and then control first. Okay. So let's push this to improvements. Okay. So now I just prepare the prompt in the background. What are the correction that required? So last updated date should be integer. We are telling it, right? Then to bring data, drop down data, couple of let me few improvements. So it understands that few improvements. Okay. Then to bring drop down data, can we use stored procedures only as standard practice, as inline queries are not advisable, right? Also for drop down data, let's create a separate dedicated interface, I master data, and have the repository as master data repository, right? For language, I think list of string in the main VM, which is content create VM, would be fine. We don't need a separate VM for just one property. So what I'm telling it over here, that it gave us the separate VM for with only one property. So ideally, I personally feel that this is not required, but let's see what does it come up with. And please regenerate all code. Please include all SPs and method as well for drop down. Otherwise, it might give us just the one sample. Let's see. Okay, let's understand what ChatGPT has given this time. So it gave first the store procedure. Okay, this is good. Create procedure, industries, genre, cast. Okay, content role. This is good. Okay, view model. Okay, probably improve the view model. Okay, language is here just taken language as string. Updated by is taken as integer. Right. Okay. This is okay. Drop down VM. Okay, let me see what is drop down VM. Content name and drop down name. Okay, ID and name. Okay, this is good. Master data. Okay, master data. Then the service controller to get code and post. We don't have anything good. Okay, so let's try this now. This looks good now. Everything looks good. So let me create this stored procedure first, and we'll begin from there. So let me bring the SSMS over here. So let me create a new query window and we'll copy paste, code from there, chat GPT. So let me take the first one. We'll just say control V. Then let me create this invalid content type. Okay, let me see what do we have. We have the content type. Yeah, we have. Let me take this. And I think this is not required. I will just say create, and let me make this. Let me do this. Invalid content type name. Okay. So what is it? Just the type name. So let me create this. Okay. It is in the order by also. So this we'll have to probably take care everywhere. Okay. So this one worked. Let's try to run this and see. Okay. So this is working. Let me remove this. Let's go to next. Let's go ahead and run this. Hope it worked. Okay. This one worked. Okay. This is also this is good. Industry. Okay, let me take this genre. Okay. This one also working. Let me copy this cast. Okay, this is also working. Content roles. Okay, this is also working. Right. Okay. So we are done with creating store procedure. Now let me create these VMs in the background and come back. Okay. So let me tell you what I did in the background. I just created this VM, drop down VM. First is right. Then content VM. No, not this content VM. Sorry, drop down VM, content cast VM, and content create VM. Right, these three, whatever ChatGPT has suggested. Right, so let's move ahead. Okay, so now we need to create one repository which will look like this. Okay, so let me do this. Create this repository interface and repository class. So let me show you what I did. So I created this I master data repository interface and master data repository. Right, let's move to the next step. So we are done with these two. Okay, register this into the program.cs. Let's do that. So we'll go to program.cs. We'll add it over here. Okay, let's move to next step. Let's move to next step, that is into the controller, right? Okay, so we'll have to let's go to controller, content controller. Where do we have it? Over here, right? So we will have to inject this. Okay, in the existing one we already have content repository. We will inject these. We'll take these. We'll have to take these. We won't be able to blindly copy paste from here because we already have something for index method, right? We can't overwrite it, so doing it manually one by one. So this is good. Now it is saying that we'll replace this. We'll take this both method. Okay, great. Let's have these two methods in. Okay, so there seems to be no error. It is good. Okay, so let me move to view now. Next step. Okay, so let me copy this, and we should be able to copy paste this. Create, where it is, over here, right? So let me copy paste from here. Okay, so let me save this. Let me take this model on top. Actually, that's okay, we can keep it there also, but still I want to make it good. Okay, so here will be, instead of create content, we will say new content entry. Okay, and we will correct, we will improve this later, but as of now let's see if there are any error. Doesn't seem to have any error. Okay, so let's move next. I think it has some JavaScript code also. uh, hmm okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's try to run this and see. So I run the application. Let me click on add. Okay, so we have a lot of inputs and a lot of dates. And okay, let me see if everything looks okay or not. So we have a lot many thing over here: content name, content type. Okay, we don't see drop down. No, I think we see it, but the screen it's not appearing. Okay, idea. Let me see what do we have. Maybe because of the cast role. No, we'll go top. Yeah, so this seems okay. New select list, new select list, model or genre. Okay, select me. Okay, so I got this. Why this drop down does not have any value? Because in the drop down menu, drop down VM, we have given it a name as name. ID is coming in the background, but this one has a name. But in the individual store procedure, when we created, it was role name, cast name, or something like that. So we'll have to make it, alias as name everywhere. Then and then only we will see those value. For example, I did this for roles, so we can see that if I go bottom, see we can see it over here, right? So let me do this in the background for every store procedure, or let me do one for you, in front of you. So we'll go to our database. So let's go to our database, expand. We'll go to programmability and we'll go for the store procedure. Let's take this one is role. Let's take this genre first, or maybe industry type. So let's go to industry first. Where do we have? Okay, right click. We'll just say modify. Okay, so we have industry name. We just need to give it an alias as name. Let me say F5. Okay, great. Let me run it once also. Okay, so now it is name, and let's refresh it on the screen. Let's see if that is coming up. See, industry came up, right? So this looks good. Now let me do it for the rest of the things and I'll come back. Okay, so I updated the stored procedures and now we can see, content type, we can see industry, we can see genre, we can also language, we have text box only, we can see actor names over here, and we can see roles, right? So drop downs looks good now. And now let's quickly analyze some other stuff. Let me release date should have been, we should take it as today's date as of now, because this is not a valid date. Ideally, it should not be a today's date. It should be some chosen date by the user. Let me, so if the, yeah, this is coming good. Right, but we'll make this by default, we'll make it today's date. Remaining seems okay. So let's do it quickly. So what do we need to do? We'll go to create content, content create VM, and yeah, we have it date and time dot now, last updated on. Okay, yeah, but maybe, yeah, let's debug these ones. Let me go over here, let me debug it over here, and let me debug, add a debug point over here as well, at the return, on return. Okay, so this is good. So let me just go ahead and refresh this. Okay, so it is over here. Let's say F10. Let's say one more F10. Okay, I think so. For release date, we haven't specified the default value. We have the, the default date, which is 0010. This is not good because this will trouble us. So what we will be doing, just like last updated on, we'll update the VM to take the today's date in the release date. Right. So let me copy it over here. Let me save it and let me remove the debugger points now. We don't need it. So I have relogged in, and let's say add. Okay. So now we can see release date at today's date. This is good. So this is good. However, few improvement needs to be done. And let me see if these dynamic controls are getting added or okay. These are not getting added because while we did copy paste all this code, we missed to copy the JavaScript code, or basically script section, because ChatGPT has provided it into the first response itself, not in the second. So that's why we missed it. So let me show you what I am saying. Okay, so here there has to be, in the earlier response there was script. Right, so I asked it, did you miss the dynamically adding cast and language script? It is, if it is same, I'll pick it from there. Then it says it is same. Right, so let's pick it from the first response, because in the razor view we will need that script to add controls dynamically. Yeah, this one. Right, so let's copy these. Let's put it in our VM. No VM, sorry, razor view. Let me save it. Okay, so it gave me error because in the script, the ChatGPT has used value and text. However, we have ID and name. So let me quickly change this. Okay, so let's see. I have relogged in. I made the. Let me show you what I did. Right. So I just copy pasted the JavaScript code from ChatGPT to this create razor page. Right. And I had some we had error about value and text. So I just made it ID and name, because we have drop down VM as with ID and name as property. Right. So let's see now, what do we see on the screen. So this looks good, this looks good. Let me add, but I think it is still having some error. Let me say F12. So let me show you what I did. This add more and this add more were not working, because from the second response, when we copy pasted the razor view, first thing we missed was this entire script block. And second was, in each of the function, they were referring to one container. Like in the language, it is language section, and in the cast, it is cast section. So we were missing two things over here. We have to give the ID to that container where we have the language control, this one, and where we have the cast control, which is this one, cast section. And another thing was missing was, we were missing to call the function. Right, this was there in the first response. Let me show you. This is the first response. So we can see it over here. We can see this over here, ID given. We can see JavaScript function calling over here. We can see JavaScript function calling over here. Right, now we can see the add more, and we can add more over here. Right, so this is good. Now couple of more improvement. We will have two controls in one line. That's something we can do. So let's do that. Okay, so let me go ahead, and this should be an easy piece actually. So let me do it at my end. No, it doesn't seems to be an easy, because here it is individual div. We'll have to convert this into columns, and from in at the top we will have the row. But let's keep that as of now. Let's see what else can be done over here. So let's try to put down values. New content. Let's say put down. Well, let's say it's a movie. Let it be a Bollywood movie. Let it be an action. Let there be some you know text. Let's choose the file. Let me take any random file as of now. Any, guys. So this is good content. Let's say 120, 120. This is in minutes, so 120. Budget would be, let's say, 10 crore, 10.00. Here we'll make it, let's say it earned only 7 crore. Is active. Language we had Hindi, and since we added more, let me add already. Ideally, we should have delete button also somewhere over here that deletes this row. Right? If we don't want to have this. So let me, as an actor, Aditya Pancholi, let me take second Amir Khan as an actor. Okay. So we have to, now let's go to the post method and see what models we are getting over here. So let me save this. So basically submit this and we are here. Let's try to see what do we have in model. Okay, so let's see. So we have budget, cast list count, that's okay. Cast, okay, we have cast 2. Let's see. Okay, 1 and 69. So we are getting cast. Main this dynamic control should have something. Let's see languages. Because that is the one which are tricky. Otherwise there is direct mapping. We see only one in languages. Why? Why do we see only one in languages? We added. Okay, let's see if we have another property. Language. Okay, poster we, that's okay. Okay. Poster, what do we have in poster? Now why don't we have anything in poster? We should have poster as iForm file. We should have something over there. Language one. So here is the one issue. We only see one. Remaining seems to be okay. It is good. So we have two issues. Languages are not getting added, and what was the other one? And poster. We don't see the uploaded file name over here. Right, okay. Let's see what we can do. Okay, this is the, okay. So we had Hindi. Let me add one more and let's have this as Tamil. Let's this time keep the actor as it is. Let's have the file again. I'm just selecting one more file, another file basically. Let's select Kuldeep Yadav over here. Okay. And then let me quickly look at the model. What do we have it in create model as poster for? Oh, we had taken poster as string. Let me see what ChatGPT has given us. I think in the second response, ChatGPT made some mistake. Let's see in the first response, what do we see in first? So in the first poster was, let me see where is poster. Yeah, it was iForm file, which is what it is supposed to be. In the second, just give me a moment. In the second response, it gave us the, I guess it gave us the string. That's why the problem. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me correct that. And we have languages, new language. This is good. Cache. So this is good. This is good. So let me improve these first. So ideally, poster should be this. Let me stop this. Right. So this should start coming. But what is wrong over here? It is list of public languages. Right. This is what it is. And let's see what do we have it on over here. So we have, oh no, we had directly this. So this was the problem. It should be something like this. And I think it has suggested also us. Let me go to second response and let's take this name as language 0. This should be language 0. and remaining should be as per the count. Yeah, so let's try to run this and see. So I have logged in using helpdesk guy. I have clicked on this, and let's try to enter. I hope it should be. This is movie. Let it be Bhojpuri. Let it be action. This is. Let me add it some dummy tags. Let me choose the file quickly. This time I have taken Sachin's file. Let me say with 120. Let me say this was made in a 10 crore. It just earned, let's say, 7 crore. Let me add one more. Let me say Marathi also. Marathi. Let me add one more. Let me say Telugu as of now. Two lakh. Let me add this. Let me take some random actor, and this time let me make it as a director. And let me add one more. Again, random sum. Mr. Patel. Let me take it as an actress. Right. Let me see if I have the debugger on. We'll need the debugger. Yeah. So let me go ahead and submit all this. Right. So I did some changes, and only one change was required. And now the languages are coming. So we have languages three. Right. Good. Let me see if the cast is affected or not. Okay, we have two cast. Okay, great. So what I did was, we were just we had just extra something over here. That let me tell you. Now since we are using only list of string, right? So then this should be only list the string property name and the index. Earlier it has this language considering we are using VM, right? So this was one mistake. So I just corrected it. Now everything is getting posted well, right? Everything is getting posted well. But as I said, we will work on the UI a little bit, and also so we'll do it in next video. Actually, this is going to now this video has gone so long, so we'll do it in the next video. In next video, what we'll be doing, we'll improve the UI first, right? Then on each drop down, we will add the first first value. That should be always select something, select something, select something, or something like that, right? That is something we should be doing, and we'll see how we can best align this language and content thing, right? So see you in the next video. Thanks for watching this video, guys.